What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and today I'm going to talk about my top 5 from studio versions of MGP 2024. And it wasn't very easy decision making. Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here, and before I will start, I will ask you to don't forget subscribing this channel. Of course, giving thumbs up if you're gonna like it, but more and foremost is to write in the comments below what is your top 5, what do you think, why do you like those songs, why do you agree with me, why do you disagree with me. I'm all about listening your opinions. It's a discussion, and of course we are talking very subjectively, because also we are judging only studio versions of the songs. So I really would like you to have this in mind, because the live performances, they can change everything. The songs which I like the most, they can be completely ruined by the staging, or vice versa. They can be enhanced by the performance of the singer or some things around. It can be just a completely different experience than when I'm listening the songs in the metro, in the bus, at home. Just a different thing. It's completely different approach. So really take and consider that I'm judging only studio versions. Before I will do my top 5, I would also like to kind of summarize this MGP 2024 in studio versions. I read a lot of opinions which were saying this is not really a strong year of MGP 2024, and honestly I was also kind of thinking this way when I was listening it for the first time. You can also watch my all video of judging all songs or reacting to all songs MGP 2024 have, and also separate videos from each and every song, or almost all of them if you want. And I was like skeptical about it. There was nothing which really attracted me, like, you know, nothing really hit me in the heart, so like, wow, this is the song of the year or something like that. It didn't happen. But honestly, when I was listening to it more and more times, at least I heard every single song minimally 5 times already, but I think much more, like at least 7 times, 8 times already. I must say that I kind of like all the selection. I of course don't like all the songs. There are definitely songs I'm skipping, but in my opinion there are few songs, at least those 5, which I really like. Honestly, I think there is a little bit more than 5, 6, 7 songs which I like. I still can tell that I am missing a little bit of a greatest hit, but that can really be changed by live performances. But I don't miss quality songs, and there are, and you can then debate with me if they are in my top 5 because you like different songs. And actually, if you won't agree with it, that means that there are even more than 5, 6, maybe 7 songs that are good. And if I counted this is out of 18, this is great. And you must also take in consideration in such selections, there must be much more variety of genres, maybe regions, maybe different type of bands, solo artist styles, Norwegian language, English, whatever. Only what I would say that lots or even most of the songs feels for me they are constructed strictly for Eurovision. That also means that studio versions matters, because they support more likely the artists behind the songs, and then let's see if it's gonna be supported by the artists who are also will be performing. But this is a completely different story, maybe for some different video. Let's talk about my top 5, and let's start with number 5. So this was probably the most complicated decision for me out of all of those decisions I made to create this top 5, to find the 5th place. And after a long debate with myself and another listens of like 3 other candidates, I decided to give this 5th place to Anne Princess and the song Save Me. I know I told it's not my favorite song at some point. I know it's kind of simplistic by lyrics. It can be also a little bit annoying at some point, but I found out one very interesting thing about the studio version is that it's definitely not annoying when you're listening it without focusing on it. When driving somewhere, when going somewhere, you have it in your headphones and actually you like the song. It's very familiar to something I already know. It's maybe very simplistic, but what is the leading thing of the song is its melody, and the melody works perfectly. It's not annoying at all. It works. Probably very hard to stage it because it's also very repetitive. It's maybe very monotonous at some point, but it has a catch, it has a hook, and it works. So for me, this is a very nice surprise that it ended up after all on the 5th place, but in my opinion, deservedly. What is your 5th place? In the comments below, and let's go for my 4th place. My number 4 is Mia with the song Green Lights. I was considering this song to move it upper, but when I finalized my top 5, let's say, yes, I finalized my top 5, like top 5 songs, it was more like 4 songs because you heard the story about the number 5. But I did this, and what I found out that I was comparing those songs after all together, where to put them, and Mia ended up 4th. And the thing is that at some point I didn't feel I want to listen it more. At some point I felt from it the most construction and not that catchy melody after all. Even it has a very good hook in the first third of the song. It got you. It doesn't develop to the highs you expect. It goes the way which start to be a little bit repetitive. It didn't use the potential which lies there in the first third to be a little bit more authentic and a little bit more indie, or you know, something a little bit else, because I think with the approach they used melodically, they could be more courageous. They went the safe way, and that safe way mean that in my list of studio version they end up 4th. That doesn't mean it's a bad result or something. I'm very curious about the live performance, very much, because it can be a huge experience. I really hope it's gonna be a good one. But whether result in this abstract letter anyway matters the less. It's a very good song and I liked it. So write me in the comments below where Mia's song ended up for you. And let's move on my number 3. My number 3, another debate in my head, because I was considering all songs from top 3 to be my number 1. Really, like, that was the biggest debate in my head. I'm telling it all the time, right? But no, it was a really huge debate in the way that I liked all of those songs. And actually, I put on the 3rd place Thomas Jensen song Take Me to Heaven. After long consideration, listening to it, comparing those songs together. Even I like the song very much, and I really think if it's gonna be stage perfect, this has a very surpriseful potential to be a big dark horse of the whole competition. I really hope it will surprise us all live. Really, I do. I hope. The fact is that this is the most dynamic song. Also, it's very fresh. It not by genre or it's super current or something like that, no, but it's very fresh by its atmosphere, its approach. It gives you this very good emotional vibe. You feel immediately like you're in heaven. You feel uplifted. I think not all the songs in here has it, because lots of them really can be cringy, and this creates a different kind of emotion. But Thomas Jensen find the formula how to make this kind of Bruno Mars-ish feeling. Even it's not the same style at all. It has this uplifting vibe. It just screams, come go on streets, dance a little bit together, let's have some fun, don't be worried about the fun, let's smile on each other, let's do it. Why it's certain? It's very easy. I always lose attention of the songs in its last third. It cannot catch me. I always find myself thinking about something else when I was concentrating about this song. Always. It's happening all the time. That's a signal that something doesn't work for me in the song properly, but that can completely be also changed by live performance, because by changing the setup, changing the lights, giving more dynamics, of course with the camera angles and also very fast editing, this can really attract my eyes, and then I'm in. Then it's gonna work. In studio version, I will always listen to it all. I'm just, telling that also counts for the number 2 and number 1. But is it Thomas Jensen's song Take Me to Heaven, Thomas Jensen's, your favorite, or did it surprise you? Is it something you would consider to put into your top 5, or what do you expect from the song on stage? Write me in the comments below. And let's move on to my top 2 songs. My number 2 is the song I was a little bit criticizing in my previous reaction for the fact that I felt it's somehow fasten up, forward up, speed up, or there is some elements which always annoys me. This is the song from Gotte with Ulveham. Gotte, is it Swedish, more accent, right? And the fact is why it's second and not first, only details were there considered, really. I'm still a little bit annoyed by the fact how it's mixed, and I was talking in my reaction that it feels like the song could be a little bit longer to really got the speed to the final explosion, and it somehow in those 3 minutes is delivered kind of wrongly. It was just my feeling, but then someone of you wrote me in the comments below that actually this song is originally 5 minutes, and then it made sense. So maybe if it's a little bit different dramaturgically taken and it start to be very powerful from the beginning to the very end, it would be amazing experience. I'm talking about amazing experience. It's already very good. The fact is that the last third of the song, this is exactly perfect. The problem is that it kind of kicks me out, especially for the first listen in the first part, for the reason of sound mix, which can be deadly if they will win and they will go to the finals in Eurovisions, and where will be juries. If you want to take the juries, you will give poison to their head a little bit in the first third. It's very hard to find it again if they will consider where you're gonna place it. It's easy as that. So it's better to have the middle a little bit neutral and then explode, but definitely not the beginning, because first of all you need to catch, you need them to think, and the positive, it's important. I don't say this is thing for everybody, yes, but it is kind of for me, so I'm just telling it out loud why it's second and not first. This is the only reason, because then the song, it's amazing. I like it. I like its atmosphere, I like its energy, I like its metal, although genre wise very close to me. I also like it's local. I also like the history of taking some historical melodies used in Norway region and now reinterpret it into metalish, whatever, you know what I mean. I don't have words now for this. I really liked it. I like it musically. I don't know the lyrics, but it talks to me. I like the beginning of the song, which immediately says like there is something special cooking. And I like the energy at the end, which it can be even a little bit more. Of course, the live version, it must be explosion of everything. I really hope it's gonna be very atmospheric. It won't be super theatrical, but more likely very authentic and natural, how I would expect on concert, which I think would talk to me much more. Don't push too much, but it's already decided probably, so I have no idea. This is just in my head what I would like to see, but definitely this is the candidate to win for me, because I expect from metal band that live they would really know what to do, because mostly people who are doing metal and they're going for such competition, they know how to sing, they know how to control, they know how to deliver atmosphere, because more likely they are also used to from various concerts all over the Europe at least. And probably this is gonna be also the example of Gotte, so I really hope I'm not completely wrong. Do you agree with me? Write me in the comments below if this is your favorite, if it's not your favorite, or what do you think about Gotte and their song Ulveham. And let's go to my number 1. My number 1 is no one else than Margaret Berger. How is it really pronounced in Norwegian? Write me in the comments below. And her song Oblivion. It's the safe guess, because it's perfectly constructed song in my opinion. I would still expect that she is mixed more in front of the song than to be merged with all the other sounds, but melodically this is amazing. The tempo of the song just goes higher and higher and higher, and who invented this melody is a king, because this is actually making the song very approachable, very strong in studio version. In my opinion, kind of harder to bring this atmosphere on set, so I'm very curious how they're gonna do it, not to overdo it but to support it, this dynamics. But the melody of the song, oh my god, I love it. I honestly love it, and this is the reason why it's first, because when I go to MGP 2024 playlist, this is definitely the first song I'm playing without any hesitation. This is really the song I'm touching first. I'm not skipping it, I'm not thinking about it. This is the song I really want to listen just because of this amazing melody, and this is the only one song which I'm putting on repeat, really. That's why it's number one. Even I was thinking about not putting it there, and I needed to listen it more and more and more, just for the fact that at some point I don't believe this song will win MGP. But as I told you, like, this is the studio version top 5. It doesn't matter who will after all gonna win or who will make it even to the finals. Maybe only 3 out of 2 songs I said, maybe only 1. I have no clue, but by studio versions, those are the best for me. If you agree, give me thumbs up. If you don't agree, give this video thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also write me in the comments below what is your top 5, what do you like the most. Don't forget to watch my other videos from NGP 2024 and Dora 2024, which is already also online, and watch my any other videos. Actually, they are good, so follow me, share it, give your friends know that I'm existing, because I'm bringing completely different point of view than probably the most of the other people. That's probably because of my history in TV, so I just wanted to say it. Come on. Some of you know it, some of you don't know it, but that doesn't matter. Now everybody who saw until now know, and they also know that I'm saying thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.